Hello, one and all, I am Pal of Games, and welcome to Hearthstone Hearth Hour. Today I'm playing a sort of a late game warrior. I know there's a lot of variants what go around on this, and this one doesn't have a Gramos in it actually. I suppose it's a really good card and all, but I just don't have it at the moment. I could get it, but at the minute I don't. So I've come up with a different variant. Well, sort of, it's a little bit quicker. It gets to the punch a little bit quicker. You'll see what I mean by that. I hope to have like the deck list here so you can have a look at it. So yeah, if editing has gone well, it will be there. Straight away we're going to want to start off. I don't mind that hand, I suppose. Obviously having your acolytes early is really important, and there's the combo going there with the cool Taskmaster. I've got the Heroic Strike there in case he is a zoo deck. It's tough to be honest, because I could go into the Cruel Taskmaster, but that does ruin my combo. I don't want to really coin here this early on, so I'll just let him just give me a bit of damage here. I can afford it with the fact that I've got the armor up in my favour.
Do you need a blessing?
Now it's starting to swarm me. I could do the whirlwind here, that would be nice. Ask and you shall receive, I suppose. Now obviously there's arguments to needing that later on, but because he had the buff ability of Young Priestess, if I'd have held on to it even, then there could have been nasty repercussions to doing so.
For the crusade!
Slam's a possibility with that card. I think I'll just play the Acolyte, to be honest though.
Let the pain speak to me.
I'm going to take a lot of damage here by just sort of being a bit passive about it. I almost can't be because of the fact he's going to be rushing me down. Outside of a whirlwind, there's not a lot I can do as well, which makes it even worse. That's the real problem. I could probably do with putting some cleaves in it. I might try out a variant with cleave, but I don't know. Let's slam that for a start. We shall Taskmaster, I think. That kind of deals with the situation quite nicely. My next turn, I think a Drake's probably possible here. I think it's nice just to try different things with different decks. Like normally you won't see Azure Drakes in this type of deck, but I thought I'd try it for the spell power and the fact that that's interesting. I'm tempted. Drake is important though. So I could have done with them war axes earlier on, to be honest. I am quite a fan of the weapons as well. You don't see them a lot. War axe is kind of generally accepted as an alright card to play. I'd have gone all out aggressive there if I was him, but I can understand why he would want to try and take some stuff out.
To Northrend! Victory!
I'm probably playing that all wrong there in playing him, but for me, Black dealt with the issue without taking damage, and that was kind of the important thing. I'm hoping to be able to make him have to deal with it quite a bit. I haven't really got a taunter at the moment, which doesn't help.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
This is kind of my deck's weakness, the rush down. And Rushdown's really popular right now. So it looks like we're going to get absolutely creamed right now. And that's not good. It's not the best of starts. I'm only playing it quite a low rank, to be honest. Try again. Whew. I hope we get an opponent, but not Zoo. That'd be nice. I've been trying to avoid playing Zoo because I just. It's so annoying.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
I don't think there's a lot of skill just throwing everything down and hoping for the best. That should be interesting because we're versing a warrior. Shall I keep the shield block? I think we can leave it for now. Huh, that's interesting. Both slams. I like that we've got Armor Smith. That's going to help give us an early presence. And there's the Acolyte, so we are building up quite a nice combo here. A Cruel Taskmaster would be nice right now. Just to kind of complete it. No. Unfortunately, in this situation, we did not get with what we wanted. However, we have got a whirlwind we can take advantage of. We're in quite a confident position right now. He's coining into... Fair enough. The problem is I have to kind of slam it, and that's a shame. However, we have got Cruel Taskmaster, so that's nice. I thought I'd better draw in case there's something like a fiery war axe that would come up, which would be more beneficial in removal.
Try this.
There's Raffi Weaponsmith. I used to play this, but then I found that it was just kind of one too many weapons. Now I can start controlling the board quite well. He's going to be able to do the same thing in terms of taking out my Cruel Taskmaster, but I don't mind that. Because I'm still on a solid 30 health, which is nice. You never know though. Alex Strauss is a card, and that can really creep up on you. Obviously not now, but in the future it's something I need to think about.
Blade be thirsty.
Argent Command is the obvious choice here in terms of taking out his Frothing Berserker. That's exactly what we would do. Argent Commanders have kind of grown on me. I didn't play them for the longest time. And suddenly, in just a matter of it's just magical. Suddenly it's my favourite. So he's gone with an Arcanite Reaper.
And plunder.
And that's interesting actually that he could pick that. I'm contemplating the second Argent Commander. I think that gives him the biggest problem, I think, if I did that. As opposed to the Arcanite Reaper, because having the Argent Commander out means that he's got two reasonably annoying threats to deal with. And having to waste an Arcanite Reaper on him is not something I want to do. It obviously also isn't efficient on my mana for the turn, but I feel that that was the best play there.
Let the pain speak to me.
Now he's using this. That's kind of a similar thing to doing the cool taskmaster play I use. Obviously, it's a little cheaper on mana though. I think that's the best play there because it stops him getting any more draw out of that play. And from there, I kind of want to put myself in a position where I can start gaining a bit of armor back. And draw power as well. What's deck size is looking like? Okay, so he's one card ahead. In terms of board presence, obviously that's me. Cards in general, card advantage, I'm ahead.
My blade be thirsty.
I obviously got the perfect answer already on the field. But he cleaves, okay. I do get 2 armor from that, so I don't mind. But he's going to be able to get a lot back when I have to use an Arcanite Reaper on him. Drawing into a Calm Blood Oof is going to be good for our value. So, starting to close in on the win, which is nice. He's running out of options as well. He's potentially going to have to waste his second Fire War Axe on that, but he goes into a Grandma. Execute would be nice here. Unlucky for him. And that kind of sets up the victory, because even if he armors up, he's on 9, so he'd need to have either a taunt or a way of getting rid of Khan. That won't do it.
It's time for a little
And that won't do it. So I win. Good game, sir. Well played. So that's 1 for 1.
For honor.
Ooh, that's even nicer. That's just kind of a style. Sorry about that. That knocked my mic flying. So I've kind of redeemed myself in that game. As you can see, straight up confrontations it does better. But not so well in the games in which it's sort of against rush. That's why I'm considering cleave. Not sure what I'd take out for it. I only run yeah, definitely just Whirlwinds as removal, and obviously Cruel Taskmasters, which can kind of do a single removal. In terms of cards I can use where I'm not taking damage from the removal. In that sort of hand, I want to keep the Acolyte and get rid of everything else. If this is Rush Paladin, I'm in for a rough game. If I'm against Control, I feel I'm going to do pretty well here. But we'll see. I tend to do quite well against Paladin. So let's see how I fare. Come on, Laxus. Give me all you got. I'm also quite happy I drawn into Armour Smith. I'll be quite tempted to coin into it, because obviously that means that his Silverhand recruits are less effective. I always find with the coin, I'm more liable to coin early than late with a lot of decks I play.
I must move quickly.
A lot of the time that's based on my opponent as well, in terms of the kind of deck my opponent's playing. Obviously in the early sort of time, in the early game, I've got to sort of evaluate what type of deck they're playing, which is hard to do, especially in Paladin's case, where obviously Control and Rush will use that ability. I'll definitely go for that Armor Smith flavour.
I must move quickly.
I feel it's valuable to do so. Whoops. He's thinking about it.
The light protects me.
So I would say that is... I don't know. Both like to play that card, so I'm going to not go on assumptions at the moment. Do I hit into it? I think I probably should. Just because Blessing of Kings is a card, and he would get basically be able to take out my card for nothing if I weren't to take it out. That's my argument for it, I suppose.
Let the strike speak to me.
We'll take it out completely there. That way we've got some value out of my Armor Smith at least.
Reporting for duty.
The Whirlwind would be nice to see here right now. I'd get a lot of value from that. A second Armor Smith is always nice. Just because I'll get a lot of armor from it.
Strike.
There. So in that situation I've come off quite well.
Reporting for duty.
That was an interesting turn for him. I'm wondering whether it's worth wasting a mortal strike on that, but I've just realised that Arcanite Reaper's probably my best play. It's important for me to oh yeah, damn it. That is a misplay and a half. I totally forgot that it would give him that buff. Pretty obvious that he'd do that though. I just weren't thinking about it well enough. However, I still think it was important to get that off the board. Definitely Whirlwind. I will Whirlwind. Play my Azure Drake. And I'd say that's a pretty cost-effective turn, if you ask me.
To Northrend!
If I slam, what's my next move? Because that's what I'm thinking here. Do I want to get distracted by this card? Because I don't really. Calm would be nice to play now. I'll play Con now just so that it's got something to deal with. Obviously that's not the smartest play, you could argue. But in my opinion, if I played Slam, I wouldn't be able to create a field presence. And I feel that that's important right now. That's my take on it anyway. An interesting third game for this deck, for sure.
Not on my watch.
Nice way to get around that factor though.
My shield for Argus.
Very nice. Makes my Black Knight seem more appealing though.
Reporting for duty.
Right, so straight away, Slam's obviously a must, I would say. I'll then go into Mortal Strike. Hit is 3-3. And I would say that that was a pretty effective turn. I feel that that was the best way to play that. And he's now got another 4-5 to deal with.
Put your faith in the light.
And that's why you keep that because now he's going to be so useful.
None.
And I can laugh at him all the way to the bank. We shall Taskmaster, I think. I could have removed that, but I wanted to be a bit greedy. And that's why you don't be greedy, apparently. He has a Consecrate, that'd be annoying. However, I'm not too worried.
Pain, speak to me.
Ouch. Well, I need to get rid of that so that I can make Whirlwind more effective. I'll play my Sword Break for draw power.
Back to work.
We won't play that. We will armor up instead. Give us more draw power.
Reporting for duty.
That was quite effective by him. I suppose my best play here would be that. I'd say that gives him a lot to worry about. Really nice mana efficiency there. He's got to come up with 13 damage from his hand with 10 mana. I'm trying to think of stuff off the top of my head.
Follow the rules.
That's not going to help much.
For Argus.
Right, so we're going to armor up to begin with. Bring out Acolyte,
Back to me.
power him up. And I would say Sam's a pretty good card right now.
Job's done.
That way I can assure something's going to get took out. That went quite well. So he's now got to come up with 12 damage from his hand. That is a nice way to start things off, that's for sure. You can get rid of Ragnaros now. And keep all his stuff. Luckily I've got Execute.
Reporting for duty.
I think that's the best play there, because that kind of means that he's going to have to be panicking a bit. I can further increase it by 8 damage, so I've got potentially 13 damage in one strike from that. He needs a taunt
Reporting
here.
for duty.
Glory to the
Did
single
it!
eye.
Well played.
And that's kind of just insult to injury. Just show it all off so he knows that it was more or less an indefinite win. So we're back to 10. Started where I left off. And 40 coins for the pleasure. So that brings us up to about 25 minutes, I think, thereabouts. So half hour has been good. I've enjoyed that. I tell you what, we'll have a look at the deck in focus. I know it's been on this screen all that time, but just so that you can see it and I can talk about it a little, because you know, why not? So the deck's quite interesting actually. I quite like it because it has a lot of late game, being this sort of stuff. I could put 2 Gore Howls in here, but I feel that's too much. That's my opinion though. Maybe I should try it with 2 Gore Howls and be a bit crazy. Then you've got Black Knight, which is arguable. Some people don't like it. I think it just brings you out of jam so much, like against that Tyrion. Argent Commanders and Azure Drakes are quite nice because they really prop up your later game, I find. And they really do help in terms of a removal at quite a crucial stage of the game. Then you've got the Arcanite Reapers and the Fiery War Axes, which are there for mainly removal, but in late game situations they can also create that effectiveness in terms of whittling them down to the last bits of health, like you've seen last game. I only run 1 Mortal Strike. I'm considering trying to find room for it. I'm not sure how, but all the same, you know, that's why it's at 1 at the moment. I couldn't find room for it. So that's how it is at the moment. 2 Acolytes, it's really important for the draw power. That's something you'll see consistently throughout this deck, is there's quite an emphasis on draw power, even from the early game. You've got them slams, which, because I've got so much draw power, I can afford to use it in a situation where it's not getting its full effectiveness from the draw. Then you've got the shield blocks at 3, which allow for you to get that armour needed to sort of survive early rushes, sort of positions where you near to finish them off, but you need, say, another turn just to get through. And then once again you've got the Azure Drakes, which is just a bit more draw. So you've got quite a consistent amount of draw there, and in most cases Acolyte will draw more than once. Moving down the list, of course, because I've been doing it back to front because I'm crazy like that. You've then got Cruel Taskmasters, which allow you to set up a lot in terms of making a powerful Acolyte, or sometimes even on an Armour Smith can work quite well. To have a 3/3 that early can be quite nice. And general removal helps. It's also nice to use it on an Argent and hit for 6. That's always good. Then you've got the Armour Smiths, which sort of prop up your early game really nicely. They're nice against, like you've seen in that game, against the Control Paladin, being able to sort of make their 1/1s redundant and be able to get quite a lot of armour off them at the same time. As I've said, slams are quite effective removal, as well as, you know, there is a potential of draw, but it's not necessary, and that's what I like about it. The Heroic Strikes are really nice, I found. Not many people like it, but I think it's quite nice. It allows you for them, out of nowhere, out of the blue situations where you just hit them for like 13 like I did. It was overkill, but I still thought it was worth doing. As I've said, removal Fiery War Axe. Once again, removal from Whirlwind, because it's kind of like your own version of Consecration. You can make it that with an Azure Drake down, which is another reason I like Azure Drake. I've been considering trying to get an Archmage Antonidas in here. Is it that? I can't remember. Blood Mage, is it? Yeah, Blood Mage. I was thinking of a Mage card there. Have I passed it? I think I have. I'm crazy. There it was. I missed it. Blood Mage Falnos even. Got it totally wrong. Which could allow for a bit more draw power, but mainly that spell damage would be quite nice. Not sure what I'd take out for it though. So that's something I could consider doing. See, there's a lot of stuff you could consider putting in here in replacement for some of this stuff. And I always find Execute to be a fantastic card. And as you've seen, it got me out of a real jam with that Ragnaros. And allowed for a really effective turn. So I think that covers it all. I hope that it's been useful. Hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you have, I'd just say, yeah, let me know in the comments what you would change in the deck. I suppose a lot of you will be saying Gramosh, but I've been doing fine without him, to be fair. And yeah, thanks for watching as always, and goodbye.